So tell us a bit about the experience and process of working with living composers.
Sure, sure. Well, I've worked extensively with living composers. I think probably because I'm originally a percussionist. And when I was first starting to conduct, many people might not know this, but percussionists, we don't have a long history of solo music, for example. A lot of the solo music for percussionists has been written in the past 50 years versus the violin, which has a tradition that goes back 400 years or so, maybe even longer. And so, as a percussionist, especially if you play a lot of solo music and chamber music, you get used to playing a lot of newly written music with living composers and working directly with them. And so, at the beginning of my career, it was only natural that I also started to conduct a lot of new pieces because composers knew me as a percussionist and they thought, well, this person plays a lot of contemporary new music. Maybe they can conduct a lot of contemporary new music. And so I've done quite a bit of this, and it's really an extraordinary experience. In fact, I'd say that I've learned, even though I do conduct a lot of older music by composers who are no longer with us, like, going back to the 18th century, um, you learn a lot about those older composers by working with living composers, because I believe that probably composers over the past several hundred years had very similar motivations for the music that they're putting down on the page. And so it's extraordinary because you have an opportunity to discuss things with the composer and find out what is behind some of the music that they've put on the page. What were they thinking? And these are things that don't make it on into the music, that if you didn't have the ability to speak with the composer, and then you would never know. One of the other important things I think about working with living composers is uh, understanding and being exposed to their personality, which I find is often um, it's it's inseparable from their music, right? Many composers, the way that they are, the way that they speak, just uh, their entire you know personality and is so much a part of their music as well. So it's only natural that the better you know a composer on a personal level, uh, the better you can probably perform their music and the stronger connection you have to it. So it's very, very interesting. I love working with living composers, and it really, I don't know, it's just so special, in a world where we have also the opportunity to play so much old music as well. So it's a unique experience.